But
Exciting.
yeah, well, actually, no. There has been one slight update. I will give you and I guess everyone in YouTube land. Since my last play or the last video that we made of this series, that other game that I was talking about, the one that was version 407, that seemed like it was on the inevitable path to victory, but would have been the first time I won the game. It seems to have gotten into a permanent crash at the end of the month situation that I can't seem to figure my way out of.
Huh.
It's too bad, but I guess that happens sometimes. Basically,
Have you disbanded already or not?
no. I reached the end of the month. By the way, folks, this is not the liberal crime squad playthrough that we're playing right now. Hopefully, you've all had the chance to read that quotation from Sarah Palin. She can see Russia from her house. Basically, it's the end of October, and I hit wait, and it advances a day, and it says the elections are happening. And the moment it says the elections are happening, the game crashes. I just realized, the name of this particular business front that we just put up is the Saxe-Coburg Gotha Pet Store.
Nice.
That's interesting. I don't think I noticed that before we logged off last time. Let me take a look at the industrial district and see. Yeah, the Saxe-Coburg Gotha Pet House. It has a secrecy of 50%, so it's not the most secret. You could always fly a flag here. That would help.
Yeah, putting a flag out will make it more secret.
Look at them stars. Let's see how much. Wow. From 50% to 90%. That's a lot of secrecy that just a little bit of political symbolism will give you.
People really care about the flag right now, Bobo.
Yeah. It's good. It's nice. Let's take a quick review of our team. It's not very large just yet. We have a split of people at the pet store. Let's take a look at them. Those should be all the ones that that are actually wanted for crimes. So good for them. We have some folks that are wanted for crimes that have some pretty high intelligence scores, like Maya Riffle here, who has an intelligence of 21 and a security of 10.89 already. I kind of feel like if we need to get some money, it wouldn't be the worst thing to maybe get Maya and Nikki here on stealing credit card numbers, because they have such high intelligence scores. It seems like a skill that they should be able to pick up pretty quickly. I mean, neither of them have computer skill. Well, no, that's Sally. That's not. Maya does not really have any. Let's go ahead and activate Maya and Nikki, which sounds weird, like it's some kind of, like they're freaking Voltron lions, but
They just assemble the various components, and then for elite liberal justice, they go out to smash.
for elite liberal justice, they take off every zig. There's like a generation of adults now that are old enough that the whole take off every zig, all your base or belong to us meme. Wait, we're not participating in legal fundraising. Come on. Let's steal some credit card numbers. There we go.
That's right, Bobo. It's like how the jokes of your parents go over your head. Now the jokes of us go over the heads of those who are younger. The progression.
It's just sad! Exclamation point.
Society changes.
Sure does. All right. Now,
Speaking of societal change, regarding your crashing, I would suggest you sift through the Bay 12 Curses subforum about it. There might be something you can find in search, or create like a forum topic, despite 4.07 being obsolete. Like, I dimly recall having crashes at ends of months. I think I got past one by dispersing the Liberal Crime Squad for a month and then reassembling it. I'm not exactly sure what's causing yours, but you could like work around it.
I'd certainly be happy to disband them for a month. Right now, they're sort of just they're in that stage where they're sort of just building up skills just in case they ever need them again, but they're not really doing much else.
Okay. What are these people going to be doing?
What are these people going to be doing? Let me go back and reform the troublemakers, take Maya and Nikki out, and have Logan and Courtney still go out and cause a little more trouble.
Okay.
And everybody else can, at least for today, keep doing what they're going to do. Let's see. So Logan and Courtney sitting in a tree. You can still build security.
Now, if you'd like to get rich quick, Bobo,
Yeah.
I've got an email from you that's totally not from an African nation.
I mean, is it from Mumataz, Africa?
Yes. So you can you can outsource, you can hire new liberals who aren't that great, folks like prostitutes or crackheads or transients. Maybe end up with folks who have street sense, and their goal can be to sell magical shimmering portals. You can have them sell brownies.
Yeah.
Drug laws are arch conservative. You will make the most money selling drugs in an arch conservative society. Death squad officers might come after you. You won't get drug charges though unless they catch you. And if a death squad officer like catches you after he spots you, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. It's a win-win.
This is why you're telling me to do this with maybe some somewhat disposable people.
I mean, you could send anyone out to do it, and like you could build the legacy and glory of people who've managed to escape from death squad officers. Just it's one way if you find yourself short on cash, capitalism.
All right. You know, anytime that something sounds as good as that, it seems like it's going to be a trap, but why not? Let's walk into one if it is. We'll go to the crack house.
Bobo, would I ever deceive you?
I think we both know the answer to that.
Well, I thought I did, but now I'm not so sure.
All right. That's interesting. I could have sworn these guys were going to be much worse at this than 7 and 5 on issues, but let's go ahead and talk to a transient here. Do you want to hear something disturbing? No, they don't.
Turns away.
Oh, hey there, high school dropout. So I don't know why I even bothered just committing a crime.
I'm not sure why either.
Hey there,
it is Liberal Crime Squad, so I reckon.
Well, sure, but usually you like to have your crimes have some sort of a purpose. No.
No.
I mean, I suppose there are actual prostitutes here. Those prostitutes could just go prostitute themselves if we really wanted. They could make money doing that.
They're more likely to be caught, and there's not as much money in prostitution as there is in selling drugs at arch conservative drug laws. I don't think there is anyway. Honestly, I've never really pursued the prostitution angle because stings happen regularly for me when I've tried.
Let's talk to this transient here.
It can also lower the juice of the folks because selling your body like that is apparently it's a demotivator.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't. You're allowed to do with your body whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, you should be, yes, but
Don't let the corporate CEOs in their castles tell you what's liberal and what's conservative.
It is a little strange, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, so Sally Baker. I was going to see whether or not Sally Baker had another notch on her recruitment belt, but she doesn't yet. And the only way to get one would be to get 4 more juice, and that would involve getting rid of her.
She commits crimes, or her subordinates get more juice.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'd have to go out and get more juice. So, Logan, Courtney, why don't you go and actually get just a teens more juice and see whether or not you can. Death Squad headquarters. That's what the police station's called now, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Death Squad uniforms, by the way, are a thing. They're in vogue. They're in style.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, hanging judges. How you guys doing? Oh, we have a map of this place because we have so many different liberal judges that we've been going out with. So
I don't remember explicitly how you got this map, but you do have it, unless you forced them to remodel.
Yeah, it's interesting. I imagine it's probably possible to do, but I've never actually seen the Halls of Ultimate Judgment get renovated. I've never even seen it go to high security. I feel like it's one of these places that has to stay. Well, no, high security, yes, but I've never closed it. Of course, I've never spilled blood in the Halls of Ultimate Judgment.
Oh, so. There you go. That's the problem.
Let's pick this lock. This place should have pretty good loot and pretty strong locks.
And it's at this point, by the way, that I realized that you went to the Halls of Ultimate Judgment. That would make sense why you mentioned how you got the map from like the liberal judges, because you mentioned the Death Squad headquarters, and so that was in my head. Why are you confusing me, Bo?
I mean, I'm not trying to. It just seems to be happening. Also, there is a jury.
There is?
There is. They're hanging out right here. I found a jury in deliberations. Do I attempt to influence them? I do not. Because that's a bad situation to get into. You can talk to jurors in this, and you can convince them to let criminals free or do all kinds of crazy shit, but you will want to have a really good persuasion score, and you'll want to have a good law score, because otherwise you'll just confuse the jurors and make them mad. And nobody wants that.
Well.
Alright. You are officially up to 200 juice. So you got a little more juice. Did it trickle up? No.
I'm pretty sure he was at 200 juice before the start of this, and looting doesn't do much for juice once you are at 100 or over juice.
Oh. Are you periodically hearing an echo? I'm hearing myself again.
You're hearing yourself because I temporarily had my headset off.
Oh, I see. That's what's going on. That's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's fine. We'll work it out. Well, damn, that means that unless I want them to kill people.
Why is the escalation from well, can't steal, gotta kill people?
Maybe I just lack imagination, but I'm trying to figure out what the intermediate step would be that will get them any more juice. I mean, we can go vandalize things, but I'm pretty sure that gets you only as much juice as stealing things. I suppose I could always just go try and see what happens.
Okay. You can unlock cages at the cosmetics place, and even the genetics place too. You could go destroy some equipment. You You could go start fires. You could free prisoners, hack the supercomputer, crack an armory, mess with the nuclear reactor, kidnap.
Kidnapping is one of those things I just have a real phobia about in this game. I come by that one honestly. I always get the sense that it's never going to turn out well. The person will die. They'll be found out. They're going to run away. There's so many ways it just can not go well. They can convince their interrogators that their interrogators are doing the wrong thing, right? I mean,
I didn't realize this was the liberal scared squad, Bobo. You're not going to save this country with that attitude.
I'm just saying, it's easier to kill people than change their minds.
Well, I can't argue with that. Anyway, like, some of those do have, like, hard caps on, like, the juice that you can earn. But going around, building about, breaking, like, making crimes and doing crimes, and then once people are alarmed, if you bluff them into thinking that you're conservative, you could just be on site the entire time without any issue. We'll never have a problem at all.
You could. Let's go to the Well, Sally Baker, you don't need to go to the corporate HQ.
See, hacking can also juice up a bit. I don't remember what the exact cap is on that, but hacking can.
Also, Sally Baker, you should probably do something more important than... Well, no, you can still sell t-shirts. Why the hell not?
Or maybe more of Sally Baker's subordinates need to pick up the slack.
Yeah, well, I mean, Logan and... That's what I'm trying to figure out, how to get Logan and Courtney to do. Maya and Nikki are here.
No. More of them, not just two of them.
Well, I've got two... Oh, okay, let's take a quick look at all of them here. Right, you're talking about Pedro, Valeria, and Tabitha, who are out there getting donations so that they can talk coherently.
Yes, I'm saying that if you want Sally Baker's juice osmosis to carry her to be able to recruit more people, then more of her subordinates have to apply themselves.
Criminally.
Or in a way which gets them juice. Usually criminally.
I'm trying to... There is a cap on the amount of juice that you can obtain without breaking any laws, and it's...
Well, no?
No?
I mean, I don't know how high someone's juice could go if all of the people beneath them have capped out juice. Beats me, because I usually don't play the way that you're playing, and
right.
I have everyone get their hands dirty.
I know. I'm trying, for whatever reason. I like to just have separate wet work groups.
That's one of the delights in Liberal Crime Squad, how you can organize your pyramid however you want.
All right. First of all, let's not do that with Sally Baker. Also, let's go forth. Let's go to the University District. Or no, the Industrial District. I just wanted to check what they say the heat is like here right now. They say it's okay. Actually, I tell you what I would like to have Sally Baker do right now. Let's have you... How good are you at making some clothes for us? Make us some bondage gear. That's great.
Love how enthused you said it. That's great.
You can make some black robes, although we already have our means to get into the halls of ultimate justice, so that's not as... You could make an army uniform. You could make a death squad uniform, which would be very hard. That's interesting. Alright, guard uniform would be hard. You could make an orange jumpsuit. We could go to prison and attempt to release people. Overalls would be easy and cheap. I guess that would get us into the factories. We could wreck some factory gear. That might be fun. And where are the... Oh, there's the lab coat. Yeah, make some lab coats.
While I'm thinking about it,
Yep.
take a look at your pyramid. I made a mention of let me define this. The liberal squad has their organizational tiers, and there's a screen to look at that. Take a look at that.
Okay, let's see. Review.
It's you to promote liberals is how we look at that.
Right. See.
So, that shows where the tiers currently are right now.
Yes.
Which everyone is directly under Sally Baker.
Right.
In the future, you could organize people up the food chain, and obviously Tabitha can't be changed because she's been seduced.
Now, if I went ahead and reorganized and put, because right now there are plenty of people with more juice than Sally Baker. If I went ahead,
people can't be demoted; they could be promoted.
Oh.
I think. Unless that's been changed, I'm pretty sure that's only how it works. They can't be transferred between tiers.
Oh, so you can't make lateral moves. That would make this a lot easier. Well, if Sally Baker just went out there and just started telling people hey, you want to join the liberal crime squad? Huh?
Well, maybe you can, and I can't remember shit.
Here, come talk to my friend Logan. He doesn't have very good, people skills, but he'll teach you a lot about breaking and entering. Let's see. So, press a letter to. Well, let's see.
You can't do anything on the screen right now, but I wanted to take a look at it.
Oh, I couldn't. What if I pressed? What if I pressed B to promote a liberal? Nope.
Everyone is already promoted as high as they can go, and that's being the direct contact of Sally Baker. Except for Tabitha, who's been seduced by Logan.
Okay. Well, in that case, why don't we just...
The only way there will be a new founder is if Sally dies.
And we don't want that to happen. Let's have Courtney Hudson just for a couple days while we try and get some lab coats and some uniforms here. Why don't we have you go learn in the university district? Because we wanted to find out about this, whether or not she can be discovered by death squad officers.
No.
On her way to class.
I would willing gun to my head to say no.
Okay. And Logan, why don't you... Let's see, you have an agility of 9. Why don't you go learn in the university district? Why don't you learn how to dodge? Just in case that ever comes up. Now then, we're going to burn through some money here. Let's see how that works. Ooh, a first-rate lab coat and another first-rate lab coat. Second-rate. Good. That's enough for a squad to have mostly decent lab coats. Nice work, Sally. Now why don't you make some other stuff?
Like bondage gear.
Like bondage gear. So that, the guys can go out to... I don't know, if you went to the gentleman's club in bondage gear, would you be okay?
That was my first guess for where that disguise... I think, maybe the CEO castle or one of those corporate playpen areas might be, but no, maybe they do serve in uniforms instead. I don't think so. I'd have to look at the game files.
Yeah.
You could try it out, take it for a spin.
What's the worst that could happen?
You'll quickly discover whether it's a good disguise there or not.
Yes. All right. Why don't you guys make some work clothes too? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Bobo's I could
7.
buy more clothes? Forget that.
I've got somebody that can just generate them. Why would I waste some time going to the store?
It takes their time, Bobo.
It does take her time, but she also learns how to make clothes better. And look, she's got a tailoring score of 6 now. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, liberal weaving squad.
LWS. It's almost like the LWO. Now see, now the army uniform is only above average difficulty. It was hard before,
Do
I
you plan on
think.
doing anything with the army uniform right now?
Not right now, no. But it's gotten we've gotten even closer to it. Now black turtlenecks, those are just for if you want to be stealthier, right?
Yeah, black turtlenecks
It's
are
like
a stealthy thing.
It's like baby's first stealth gear in case you don't want to wear a ninja costume, which I think is one that you can make, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ninja costumes are creatable. Along with the dark leather armor, which I'm not familiar with at all, but I presume it also adds to stealth along with that black cat suit. I'd have to look at the game files to see what they adjust the most. I can't recall off the top of my head.
All right, let's engage in liberal activism then, and no, we want to engage in fundraising. Go back to making those shirts. Now, that was only a couple of days, but did you learn anything, Courtney, about speaking? Hey, you have a persuasion skill of 2.17.
Speaking.
Did you learn anything about? Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm very careful. Okay, dodge. You have a 1.54. So you probably earned what, about a half a point? Whatever, it's fine. Maya and Nikki, are you learning things about computers? A little bit. Not enough that you're actually gaining us any money yet, right? I don't think either of you have actually. Yeah. Well, Tabitha, Nikki, Maya. Yeah, neither of you have actually successfully hacked anyone yet. That's okay. Let's.
So in my cruise through the files here, dark leather armor, black cat suits, and ninja suits provide the maximum stealth value modifier adjustment. We'll say a value of 3. Fun fact, bondage gear provides a stealth value of 1.
I tell you what, let's go ahead and. I don't want you guys to have to use these, but I'm going to give you guns because you're going to go to places that might be dangerous.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun, indeed. Although you're going to do that freaking tomorrow because all of the clothes got made in a different place. Alright, pet store. Let's get these lab coats over there. Let's get these work costumes. That's what you call your uniform for work, right? Your work costume?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There, all that stuff should be there now. Let's get on some lab coats. 1, 2, no. That's one of those things I have to bear in mind because it's something that you can do when you're working quickly. The location of the items will shift around depending on if you equipped the only first quality item of something. Then the rest of them will move around. I just need to remember that. All right, let's go forth and stop some evil in the University District. Let's go to the. Let's start by just going someplace fairly safe and go to the cosmetics factory. Let's pick the lock.
Yes, normally those weapons would not be appropriate for the disguise you're wearing, but with laws how they are, it's okay. It might also be concealed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I'm only using handguns. So I think like the larger a weapon that you have, I think the bigger trouble you could get into for this sort of thing. But no, guys, I'm not doing anything here. Now let's see.
Some outfits and disguises have like appropriate like outfits.
Fluffy white rabbits locked in their cage. Let's free them. Yay! You got no juice for that. Okay.
We'll look at the person who's not 200.
Yeah. You will probably get some juice from this. Yay!
She did
Nope.
not.
She did not. Well, fine. Let's still do this just because we get some things out of it. Oh, there was some equipment here. Let's get that. And it makes a statement, right?
Yes.
People will remember our actions here today. Plus,
I'm not entirely sure what it is in the formulae that allows folks to earn juice even while going on these sorts of jobs that would normally not amount to much of anything. Like, note how they didn't get juice. But baby cornies have changed now? Beats me.
THC Herald, LCS strikes. All right.
Nice catch.
Further details are sketchy. Police said they engaged in theft, tampering with lab animals, and unlawful entry. Okay. Let's go forth again just to check what... Okay, so far we don't perceive any heat on the pet store. Now, we don't have any inside source in the world of law enforcement, but...
No, the heat would tick up there.
The heat would be on. Oh, there's high security at the cosmetics lab already.
Yeah, speaking of heat.
Come on, guys. All right, let's go to the genetics lab then.
Oh, brave.
Well, we don't have to unlock the cages here if we don't want.
That's absolutely true.
We can just sneak around, grab lab equipment, look for secret files. Hey guys, I'm totally natural here. Yep, not stealing that thing that we both just see lying around. Bye.
Goodbye. Many encounters here.
There are a lot. Weird chemicals. Uh-oh. We actually failed a disguise roll there.
Bobo immediately flees. They're
I
not
mean,
suspicious.
it's scary. Anytime you see a big block of red text like that, nope. We're not going to break that. We're not going to pick that lock right where that guy is looking at us.
Block of red text.
I mean, you ignore red text in this game at your peril, as we have seen when I ignored the red text of conservative people that were watching me when I attempted to spray paint a wall.
Hey, that was a valuable lesson Logan had to teach that guy.
Okay, there's some actual panic. There's some real, honest-to-goodness American panic. Let's feel that and run. Bye. Okay.
Well, if nothing else, you do have some equipment to pawn off.
Yeah, I mean it's a slower means than eventually things like stealing credit card numbers would do for us, but it will get us money. Now, if I equip some cheap dresses again, we could go back out and stop some more evil, but we would probably want to do it at a radio station or the cable news station. I like going around and causing mischief here because I'm guessing that is the way that you can affect freedom of speech. And that is the key thing that I want to get away from arch-conservative law. Because, once you do that, you can actually start to write your own news. I mean, you can write your own news now, but there's a reasonable chance that... oh, wow, you guys are suspicious already? I haven't even...
There's also, of course, the microphone booth, which has access to influencing a variety of different issues, including the AM radio station itself.
Yes. And
it could behoove you to, if you would like and don't want to remember the map, to get a sleeper that's there at the AM radio station, or at least like have a lovely chat with someone enough to get a map.
sure, I could. Most of the time, and it's, it, maybe it's not the most efficient way to do it, but I will just do my best to try and remember the layout of any of these places, because I'm usually not, well, at least I'm trying not to commit such acts of violence. Oh boy.
You
Oh,
say as you go down the narrow hallway of justice at the cable news station instead of AM radio.
well, yeah. I mean, I had intended to do that. I was going to sort of switch them
Oh,
up and go back and forth.
okay.
The thing that I didn't realize was that
No, cheap is not good enough.
cheap is not good enough for cable news. Well, I guess. I mean, I know people in the cable news business. I know people that have.
Your knowledge of real life is irrelevant in Liberal Crime Squad, Popo.
It's true. It's true. Let's go forth to stop evil downtown at the AM radio station, I guess. Hey guys, we're cool, right?
This is LCS 1987, the big dog, coming to you live from.
Ooh. Got some AM radio memos. Those will be handy at some point in
You add that
time.
to your stack of AM radio memos.
AM radio memos are tasty. They're just nice. They're just
When are you going to unleash them?
well, hopefully when I've caused enough mischief here that people actually feel like they don't want the laws here to be just.
It's worth noting that if you get if you're wanted for counts of harmful speech, but the free speech laws change, you won't be wanted for harmful speech anymore.
It's true. You do have to survive to that point, though. I've been in a situation before where free speech was moved past the point of arch conservative and was slacked up a little bit. And so I started the Liberal Guardian and started it working. And just, as can happen in the game, the law backslid and became arch conservative again. And it did so really quickly, and I didn't notice it because I was just, I guess, tabbing through really quickly. And I didn't realize it until the founder that I've been trying to keep squeaky clean had it's like, wow, you have a lot more juice on you now than I remembered you having before. It's like, oh, you have 57 counts of harmful speech because it's been 2 months since this became against the law again. Bye, guys. We're not losing money as quickly as we were before. I wonder if this means.
I mean, you're not losing money as quickly as you were before because literally no one's costing you money right now.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping that maybe those guys had actually learned something about hacking.
You mean the guys that you're taking out with you? Like, you don't have anyone teaching anything right now.
Well, not the. I mean the guys that are attempting to hack computers, or not hack computers, but steal credit card numbers.
What's their computer skill?
Their computer skill is probably still low, but it's getting better. Hey, your computer skill is 1.5 now. Good. Yours is 1.
Yeah, that's too low for them to hack credit card numbers.
Yeah. It's fine. They'll get there.
Will they? Note how that guy's computer skill is still at 1.
Wasn't it at less than 1 before?
I suppose pass a day. I could be wrong.
All right. Review 1H.
I stand corrected.
It's not the fastest way. I'll grant you that. It's not the fastest way to get them smart.
It's technically progress.
This would be the sort of thing where if I weren't, if I didn't have two people that I was trying to send out to do stuff every day, it would be the kind of thing that you could just sort of just sit and hit W, and you wouldn't even notice. But I have them doing that. All right, let's go learn in the University District. Yeah, learn your gymnastics. It even remembered he was learning gymnastics.
So something you could do is move all of your liberals to one central location for the time being, and then
have them do a teach-in.
Like your best persuasion person work on teaching persuasion, and you can send one person out in a squad to pawn off your loot. Teaching the group that has persuasion in it only costs $20 a day.
Yeah. How many people do I have elsewhere? I could always just, let's see, new bases for the squadless. No, that is the gear. New bases for the squadless is
going to activate people individually, or
yeah,
that's squadless liberals.
Here we are. So that's weird.
It's squadless liberals.
The squadless ones. All right, DE. You guys are already at the pet shop, so let's have you ABC, Pedro, Valeria, and Tabitha all go there, and then we can have Sally. Why don't you go forth to the Industrial District and go to the Saxe-Coburg Gotha pet store, which now has a point of heat on it.
Dun dun dun.
Well, I guess because there's so many people going there
now. No, that's not why. Because they didn't register as actually being there until today.
I see. Well, alright, so let's activate Sally. Why don't you teach people how to persuade? Yay! And Logan can still keep trying to learn dodge, at least as long as he can make some money at it. Courtney.
Or if there's any skills that anyone else has, you can have them teach them to the other people too.
Well, yeah, but that costs more money. Alright. Let's see. Logan. Well, no, actually.
You can send people out to sell the laptops and the tablets and the smartphones you've picked up.
Well, I can do that this turn. It's only going to take one. Let's go to shopping, to the pawn shop, and wait.
You'll have to do it selectively so you don't sell your radio memos.
Oh yeah. I'm not losing those radio memos.
As much as it would delight me. Like, oh no, Bobo. Oh,
pawn selectively.
What a shame, Bobo.
While we're at it, let's sell some of these really crappy lab coats. Ooh, money. Alright. Lab equipment isn't good for anything other than pawning, right?
To my knowledge.
Yeah. And same with like strange chemicals, even though they're not even worth that much. Oh well, what are you gonna do? 6 and 6. Oh, 10. Oh, 10. 2. All right, 2.5 grand.
Doubled your money.
All right, so let's see. Actually, which of you has the best? So you have great disguise. You have legendary disguise.
Logan can actually teach people some combat. He's got 4 martial arts.
He does, and he has a point of dodge, which is, I think, the minimum that you can have and still actually teach anybody something, right?
It'd be hard to teach people if you didn't have anything.
Well, sure. Also, disguise hasn't been that hard to pick up. So maybe
No,
I
things to like grind friendly, like disguise and security, are things that you can easily pick up on your own and don't have to worry about teaching people.
actually wait a minute. What were user relative intelligences? You guys are both very smart. So what I'm actually going to have you do, just to pass the time, because you're wanted, so I don't want you running around out there where you can get caught by the cops.
Caps.
Gaps.
And the passage of time will also cause that percentage of heat to disperse.
Wait, right for the Liberal Guardian, I don't have a press here, do I?
That option wouldn't be there otherwise.
I didn't think I'd bought a press, but okay.
Well, you could always cycle through to take a look at what all upgrades you've put here.
I could. But you guys are not very good at writing yet, so I will allow you to write to newspapers for now. Use up all your trash writing on other outlets and then save the good stuff for the Liberal Guardian. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the non-under siege. Yeah, it's just a business front. There is...
For Press I?
Yeah, for the Saxburg Gotha Pet Store.
Well, Press I to invest.
Oh, well, I mean, yes, I could.
I suppose you are right. That's odd. That option for the Liberal Guardian is there.
I wonder if like you're just writing it like a zine or something. You're just writing on a piece of paper and you go to Kinko's or something.
The option shouldn't be there since you don't have it, and I don't recall it. Once again, you have proved me wrong. Why do I even bother trying to talk like I understand Liberal Crime Squad these days? I don't get 4.12.21.
All right. We have almost $5,000, which is not a lot if we're going to go into teaching mode. But
it's $20 a day, Bobo.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to at least put in some booby traps. Because we have...
The goodies are going to come after you?
We have noted there is heat here. There's not a lot, but there's some. The LCS is good enough.
Run just ends.
Oof. And we actually profited. That must mean that one of you guys... No, they're still soliciting donations. What am I thinking? Wait a day. The Supreme Court is handing down decisions. We know how this is going to go. Yeah, so, split court. Oh man, an arch-conservative justice is stepping down. There's still an arch-conservative president and an arch-conservative Congress.
Yeah, well,
so
it's good that an arch-conservative is stepping down.
It's true.
Instead of Ryan Osteen. Wow, what an arch-conservative name.
Congress is acting on legislation. Okay. Nothing I super care about changing, at least as far as my play type goes. Obviously, these are all things that need to improve eventually anyway. But right now, our only hope for getting any laws changed is man, I've totally lost the word. Direct votes, ballot amendments. Yeah, those things.
No. So, like, swaying the people will have them influence the issues through propositions that can come into effect, which can cause Congress to, go crazy. But Congress also does listen to their constituents and will, modify their voting stances based on that. The people really care about this.
Wow, we're making money. This seems weird.
I'm teaching and still making money? What?
Are you guys actually... Yeah, that's it. You guys are actually good enough that you're able to do some credit card fraud now.
It's the three people soliciting donations as well.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. All right. This does mean that we're gonna need to keep an eye on that heat now, though. These guys have some heat moves.
Really? Do they?
Oh, the heat's
See?
back down to 0. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just all worried about nothing, right?
Yeah.
The death squad would never come by.
Yeah.
I see. I feel so much better now.
Afford to upgrade your safe house again.
Well, but why would I? No one's gonna come by.
I mean, you gotta compliment the booby trap somehow. You don't want them to feel alone.
All right, let's wait a day. Congress is acting on legislation. No.
Take a look at how people's persuasion skills are doing, along with like writing and law, because teaching politics governs that.
Well, Sally doesn't have a lot of writing skill. She has some writing skill. I take that back. Shut my mouth. Logan is learning about writing because he's also writing for the newspaper. But yeah, he's got a little bit of writing skill. Look at that.
Persuasion, getting close to 3.
Yeah, which is still pretty
Pedro, you should have Pedro teach as well. Teach politics. He's got a persuasion skill that's higher than Sally Baker's.
Yeah, but he's still learning more. He could.
You can also teach it though, because your bottle gap right now is like the people that I send out to cause trouble can't talk to anyone.
They're just shy.
We'll have Pedro punch them in the face every time they think about being shy.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Your persuasion is almost 4. Oh wow. Valeria, okay.
Valeria.
So, well, I mean, her top
Well,
skill,
Valeria
I guess,
could
was
teach
always
folks
going to be
like Infiltration to teach them more about computers as well.
She could, but
Yeah.
we're starting to get it. Oh, okay. You want to do a teach-in? Do a teach-in here.
People, you have the money. Get the skills.
Teach. Why is the
Not
default?
urban warfare,
Why is the default urban warfare? I mean, he doesn't. I don't know why that was happening, but okay. And let's see, Valeria, you have some persuasion too, but you also have computers. So if I taught and I taught,
teach everyone computers, infiltration
skill. Now I could also have Logan teach people infiltration because disguise skill is so high, but
or combat for that 4 martial arts.
Could. Am I gonna have these guys go out punching stuff though?
Well, I mean, combat could happen regardless of whether you wanted to. You could, for example, have a misclick.
Yeah, but that would never happen. I don't know why you would even suggest that. All right, let's see how quickly we start to lose money now. Not that fast.
There are even days where you're making money, Bobo.
Oh, we turned the corner. Look at this.
The power of the teach-in.
Ah, the power of heat.
The power of credit card fraud.
All right. This
turns out the pet store doesn't really help on the front.
Well, it's that American flag. Come on, guys. All right. We can get another safe house, can't we? I mean, aside from the homeless shelter. And I know the crack house, you can also make a safe house if you cause enough trouble there. But I don't know. I thought there was somehow another. I'm forgetting simple mechanics, I guess.
You could always rent out apartments as well and stash your people there. Eventually, whenever the conservative crime squad comes up, ousting them, like you can take their places.
Yeah. Oh, the conservative crime squad's scary too, though. All right.
They haven't formed yet. It's okay.
They haven't formed. It'll be fine. All right. Let's take a look. Your persuasion is now 4.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so is Courtney's.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, computers are for as well. So like these people can multitask. You can comfortably send them out to talk to people and recruit them, and thus have the pyramid.
Persuasion of 4. Oh, how high do they need to be? If I reform the squad with like 4 people again.
Well, consider that your girl, your founder, wasn't exactly smoking in the persuasion and managed to accomplish things.
No. I'm not talking about necessarily just recruiting people. I'm talking about if I tried to get a group together and actually had them go talk on the radio. Trying to figure out whether or not a group of like 4 people with all around like 4 persuasion, whether or not that would actually make for riveting radio.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
There is, but it's a rough way. Let's.
Well, I mean, if they're just wearing appropriate disguises and they're good at bluffing, so long as the security guards, I mean, don't immediately screw them over, you can just pretend to be conservative and trick them.
All right, let's. No, let's go ahead and at least wait until the end of the month. What is this reality? Next month, Congress is acting on legislation again. Nuclear meltdowns. Nobody cares. We got some money. Let's temporarily end the teach-in.
Bye, teach-in.
Sorry.
Are you going to be scattering people back to the shelter?
Actually, wait a minute. The heat went back down again. What in the world is happening? Fine. Teach-in's back on. Another month of teaching. Stop barbaric executions. Promote racial equality. Cool. All right.
Okay.
It's back up to 11. Everybody panic.
The imaginary threshold that Bobo has in his head, folks, operate on a slider.
Once we reach the double digits, that's panic mode. All right, let's take a look at what everybody knows now.
Yeah, take a look at everyone.
What do you guys think? What do you guys? You have some good points in teaching now. That's nice. Your persuasion is not super hot, but people know martial arts now. Look at that. Pedro Ward has 2 points of martial arts. And persuasion of 6.61.
Well, wow. Pedro was already smoking that persuasion.
Mm-hmm. All right, you have a 4.
And you're seeing folks that have some basics in dodging as well.
That's right, because he earned a very, very small amount of dodge skill at some point. All right. Persuasion, security computers, persuasion.
To give them all a fighting chance in case the worst should happen.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, do any of you guys know? I really should have looked at this already. Let's see, driving. Okay, Courtney is the only one with really any skill in driving because she leads that squad and has been driving them everywhere. Cool. All right, let's go back in and...
You could always dunk someone's head into driver's ed if you want. Or find a great driver.
There we go. Now I'm going to reform this squad. Let's take a look at their equipment. They have cheap dresses on. Don't have any more guns to distribute out. ATM. But you guys all have plenty of juice now. Well, not plenty of juice, but you have enough juice that you could go out and do things. Yeah. So why don't you guys go out and do things? Let's go forth. And I'm just kind of curious as to whether or not things have changed enough yet that if I went to like the vegan co-op, whether or not there would be...
You think that things have become more liberal? That's a rather bold thought.
Okay, there's just still damn hippies out here. Well, that's fine.
Considering that you've not done anything to influence the issues.
Man, arch-conservative yoga instructors still seems weird to me to see, but it makes some sense.
Hey, the wives of those corporate CEOs, they need professional handling. My dude.
Your dude, indeed. All right, let's go to the AM radio station. Let's just, we'll see what happens. The worst thing that can happen is we have to start almost all over, right?
I love how you're running everyone into the buzzsaw instead of only a few people into the buzzsaw.
It's not everybody. It's just all of the people that have criminal records right now.
Yes, all of your troublemakers.
Yeah. And if you run them all at the buzzsaw, it's not that likely that all of them... I went the wrong way to start with. Let's...
Remember, everyone, he said that he would remember damn well how to go through here.
I do remember, but I sort of just got distracted by doors to open and shiny things to grab.
They're not even that shiny.
No, they're not the shiniest. Let's see. You guys all have... You guys have good disguise skill, right? Yeah, okay.
I'm going to hurt you. This is like playing Diablo 2 with you all over again.
What? That I want to go through and get all of the treasures? We want to explore every dungeon.
We have to sell every magic item that we find.
Alright. Hey guys. Let's interrupt the broadcasting. The squad takes control of the microphone and discusses other AM radio shows.
It was the best hour of AM radio ever.
Oh my god, what?
The show was so good that security listened to it at their desks. The squad might yet escape.
I did not think we were that charismatic, but okay. Oh man.
Yes, but keep in mind that everyone's alarmed, so you're going to have to sneak or bluff your way past these conservatives.
I've never tried using the bluff mechanic before. Would this
Give
be a good time to do it, or would it be a better time to do it when you only have one person?
This would be a good time to try.
All right.
So you'll want to use Maya because she has a bluff of 28.
Let's
pick anyone. I typically have picked the weakest ones.
Secretaries or office workers are weaker, do we think?
This is an immaterial debate.
All right.
And bluff.
Let's
You're not trying to intimidate them unless you want to do intimidate.
My riffle talks like a conservative and pretends to belong here. The enemy is fooled and departs. Oh. Beautiful. Talk. Maya, do it again. Tell that janitor that we're totally conservative.
Yes. Now, if this fails, they will have their turn to react against you. But I mean, this saves you from having to try and sneak past folks with your current amazing stealth skill, and also saves potential bloodshed.
Whoa, jeez! We actually went out and did something dangerous, and we got preempted in the news by Ring of Fire.
Hey, that's actually an issue that will motivate things in your favor, because the Ohio River caught on fire. Again.
Friggin' flammable rivers. Alright. Now, if that was a success, I'm very proud of you guys. Let's go downtown again. The AM radio station is still there for the taking.
Yeah.
Alright. That went okay.
Yeah, the microphone could be in a better location, but you're making it work.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get in a better location without remodeling.
Yeah, and that would be messy. Now we might get into a situation where things get messy, and if that happens, then treasures. Oh my god, treasures!
Is the power of the teach-in and the power of all the charisma.
Actually, did you guys get... I wish I'd taken note. I wanted to see whether or not these guys got a nice persuasion boost from all of their successful TV talk.
You're now thinking of it.
That's true. Also, let me check Maya in particular, because what influences bluff score? Is it purely based on persuasion? Because she does not have the strongest. Well, no, I guess she does have the strongest persuasion skill.
Obviously, it's not just a skill that factors in. There's an attribute there as well.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Whose charisma is the highest among them?
I mean, they all have kind of superhuman charisma.
Whose charisma is the highest among them all?
Riffles.
There you go.
All right, let's interrupt the program. Best hour of AM radio ever.
And as you can see by Logan's lit up persuasion there, yes, they do get better persuasion by getting on the stick and talking.
Getting on the stick. I like that it's like Rick Rude out here to perform a promo. All right, let's have Maya come out here and tell all these fat, out of shape nobodies. The enemy is fooled, and they depart. The office workers escaped crying, though. I thought you were liberal!
Yes.
Alright, ooh, there's a corporate manager here. He could be hard to fool. But let's talk to one of these office workers here and try and fool them. Yay! Wow, this fooling stat is the best!
You'll want to make sure that if you're encountering like armed like security guards or police officers, that when you try that, considering the close proximity of the C and D keys, that you don't press D, which is surrender to authorities, unless you want to.
Yeah, which you wouldn't right now, for sure. All right, what happens if we go downtown again? Hey, it's still okay. It takes longer, I guess, for things to get really hectic if we're not actually hurting anybody. I mean, we're hurting their... Well, we're not even hurting their ratings because it's the best hour of AM radio ever.
The worst thing you're doing is just, like, like stealing stuff from them.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything that harmful.
That's true. If they do raise security for a while, we just go sell all this stuff and go raid some other places. Break some cages. It'll be fine. Oof, you guys are already suspicious?
Well, it's your greed. Sticky fingers, Bobo. Oh, I gotta take this to Kane to identify him. What could it be?
Alright, let's interrupt the broadcasting.
You have quite a treasure there in that tablet.
Well, I mean, I just grabbed the mic and said, stay a while and listen.
No, don't torture us, no!
It was the best hour of AM radio ever. The Deckard Cain radio hour. Okay. Maya, you know what you're doing. Wow, your bluff's up to 30 now. Look at you. This is the best.
Way to be condescending. Look at you. Who thinks he's people? It's Maya Riffle.
Alright, Maya. You have quite a treasure there in your charisma stat. Good. Good. Boy, we sure do end up talking to a lot of people here, don't we? Oh, there's a security guard here.
Don't talk to him.
What's that?
I said don't talk to him. Talk to one of the office workers.
Yeah. Alright, let's bluff the office workers. If the office workers think that we work here, surely the security guard will go along with it, right?
I don't know whether that actually has any effect. I don't know what check happens behind the scenes. I'd have to look up into the code. But I mean, why not have a superstition?
Sure. I'll go with it. I mean, right now it's working. The office worker makes a break for it. The engineer. I'm enjoying that. Alright. Is anybody not doing anything right now? I mean, obviously you guys are teaching politics and covert ops to each other.
Well, they're teaching it to everyone that's in pets.
Now that doesn't...
That does affect the people that you do send to go out, yeah.
Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. Alright, Tabitha, I want you to do me a favor and see if we are... Yeah, do me a solid, Tabitha.
Yeah.
Engage in some liberal act.
With your computers of 4, you can take a look at the polls.
Yeah, we can look at some opinion polls. We might even get some information that we can use. Probably not, but
If not, oh, you didn't even send the other group.
I didn't send the squad out. I didn't even think about it. Wow. Wow. Sorry, I don't know why I keep becoming Owen Wilson.
I'm not entirely sure.
I keep being surprised. Almost half of people want stronger measures to prevent torture. Wow.
Never mind that you knew that this would happen.
Well, but I didn't realize that it would happen fairly quickly.
How about this? How about turn the page, Bobo?
Yeah, I don't like this page as much.
All right, she needs to do that again. That is incomplete data.
That's fine. Let's go down. Okay, the AM radio station is now at high security.
Well, it's a good thing that you laid low for a day anyway.
Yeah. So then let's just go to the Halls of Ultimate Judgment. It's fun there.
Fun.
It is fun. They can build up their security skill on these alarm doors. Look at that. Strong security skills, yeah. And picking locks and taking names.
Now, do you want to be so bold as to fuck with juries or cases or cells?
Judge corrupt evidence, woohoo! No, I don't want to do any of those things.
No.
I mean, possibly cells. I mean, the cases, that's just going to be more vandalism charges, right? That's not even going to help us here.
But you can play everyone's favorite game. What's in the box?
Okay, what's in the box? Oh, some garbledy-gook. Smash! Alright.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So they weren't like wired to alarms. Everything's A-okay.
Yeah, there's more shinies up here. I'm gonna grab them. Woohoo! Recent opinion polls. Oh, wow. More than half of people want stronger measures to prevent torture.
I'm gonna be listening out for every time you go, wow, or oh, wow.
That time, I don't think I did it, but it was just, oh, wow. Holy shit, almost half of people don't like AM radio.
Plus minus 6.
I mean, yeah, but nobody actually pays attention to the margin of error in polls. That's the whole reason people can write shocking poll stories.
What you should have said is that, yeah, that means the margin of error is in my favor. That is over half.
Yeah. It could be. The Liberal Crime Squad has struck again. The events took place at the Halls of Ultimate Judgment. Further details are sketchy, but police sources suggest the LCS engaged in theft, destruction of private property, and unlawful entry. Page 27.
Nothing unlawful about that entry.
I asked. Alright, let's go forth downtown. Wow, the Halls of Ultimate Judgment are under high security.
Okay, well, since you're in oh wow mode, take a look at Sally Baker.
Okay, I'll do that.
Wow, still 46 shoots.
Okay, you're in oh wow mode now, apparently, but...
Yes, I totally didn't do that to be sardonic.
No.
Alas.
Okay. So those things are all in super secret lockdown mode, so we need to find some other place to go.
Super secret lockdown mode.
How about the corporate HQ? That seems like a fun place to be.
That escalated quickly.
What? It's corporate HQ. It's a building where we can walk around and look at stuff. Unlock things, grab items. Hey guys.
In your stolen car.
Yeah. Wait, no, it was a steal. Let's get this straight. The guy who owned it must have been pissed because we got such a good deal from him on it. Because we're so persuasive.
Rebuilding the narrative like in the first session. Good.
Like with our max persuasion score of 6. We were so persuasive to get it from him.
Yes.
This is quite a circuitous little route we have here.
I don't know about it actually being a circuit.
Well, yeah, it doesn't link up. It's true. People are suspicious. Bye.
Bobo is agitated.
I mean, suspicions. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. All right, guys. Let's just look in here just in case it turns out, I don't know, the safe full of corporate secrets is like right here. It could happen. It wasn't, but wouldn't that have been great? You'd be able to get in, you'd be able to crack the safe, get corporate secrets, and leave without having enough time to agitate people. So it would never get shut down.
Yeah, there'd never be a complication.
No. Possibly more than half of people are concerned about gun violence, even though we haven't shot anybody.
That public interest is firmly behind industry should lower pollution right now. That's based on the Ohio River catching fire again. So while there's not a whole lot of folks who care about industry lowering pollution, public interest in that issue is high. So if more people cared about that, then the weight of public interest would swing things.
Lowering pollution. Yeah, so, would be a good way to, I guess, if we went to a factory, we could potentially influence that issue, huh?
Shit. Or, you can, if by going enough times to AM radio and talking to the microphone, they'll have, events where they'll talk about pollution and shit.
That's true, but I think they're still under high security. I was going to let them cool off.
Well, I mean, totally, you can trick and fool everyone, so what's even the problem? High security. More like bi-security.
I mean, sure, but it doesn't. It only takes one instance of something not working for everything to be killed.
You were writing these people's lives off anyway.
Oh man, the heat's gone all the way down to 3 now that we're not stealing credit card numbers over there. Look at that. Alright, plastic factory. That sounds like a good place to go look at things that could be... Hey, weird chemicals. Hey, child workers. Bye, child workers. Sorry if I release you guys, you'll just hang out with me.
Yep, because you have empty spots in the squad, and there's people in the squad that can recruit.
Yep. Sorry, kids.
He's not sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry that they're gonna continue to work in this place. I mean, I genuinely am sorry. I'm not sorry enough to do something about it.
They're going to have to clean up after the mess you made. Think about that.
Okay, I thought about it. It's pretty rough. Ooh, this one was a piñata. Full of chemicals. That's the best piñata ever.
It's a really shitty lava.
Alright. Yeah, this is another one of these, total zigzag places. Alright, get the weird chemical. Oh, there's a piece of equipment over here. Destroy.
Well, that was another piñata, too. You didn't want to pick up the loot?
I didn't notice the loot. Let's go back here and continue to act casual around all of these guys. there doesn't seem to be anybody who has the ability to really see through who we are and what we're doing here. So
delving deeper and deeper into the bowels of El Diablo.
Yeah, big fan of El Diablo, except for Act 3. Hey, acting cash, everything's okay. And you do get more, this is one of the few places, this and like the Garment Factory early in the game, where you run into a reasonable number of encounters that are all liberals. Because kids are all just liberals at heart, right?
All right, that was a supermarket sweep. Oh, there's another door.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have 100%. We don't have the achievement yet.
Called it too soon. My bad.
It's okay. I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get down here, and I'm gonna pick a lock in front of a non-union worker. But
Don't do that.
No, I'm gonna try very hard not to.
The last thing you want to do is alienate everyone.
It's true, because I feel like I've done so much good work here in terms of breaking stuff. Hey, more prizes. And now if I had the wherewithal, or wanted to make a screenshot or something,
you could.
I'd have a map of
just
the...
remember.
I have a map of the factory
memory.
now. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
when you get a moment, press N for options.
N for options. Oh, that's
so
right.
You can give E for encounter warnings.
That's good. And M for music, which we're not going to use. Sorry, music. I mean, folks, if you're interested, by all means, go download the most recent version of the game and pick the download that's way, way bigger. And you can experience them throwing not entirely random music in, but... Yeah! You thought I was going to say the W word, didn't you? Oh, no!
Well, if you took a screenshot, you might as well throw it out with the trash.
Trash indeed. Alright. Actually, it's a good point. We do have lots more persuasion now, and we have lots of juice. Might not be the worst time to just go and find some more people to help us out in our endeavors.
Yeah, more
Sure.
people to train and teach.
Well, I mean, there's teaching going on right now.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody down here?
More people to misappropriate. I mean,
People back here.
The liberal tribe squad, the liberal weaving squad.
Anybody? Guys.
Why are you doing this and just instead of like using S to trigger encounters, you just felt like wandering around?
It felt more role playing to do it that way.
It was certainly roleplay happening there.
Hello, everybody. Where are you? Wow, you guys are all so damn good at your jobs now. Look at you.
Look at that 200 juice. 5 recruits each.
Bringing a tear to my eye. Logan, talk to this mutant about politics.
I don't care about your 17 issues. Screw you. 13's good enough.
Millions of people doing jobs most folks don't even want and saving their families from poverty. We just try and kick them out. Hey man, I presented the best hour of AM radio ever. You listen to me.
Who even listens to AM radio, dude?
Apparently not muties. Oh, damn it. There was one.
Like that mutie who just walked past.
Hey, buddy. You want to hear something disturbing?
Gosh.
That is disturbing. Why
Mhm.
were you on AM radio?
I don't know, thought it was a way I could break into the biz. Mhm. Yeah, Logan, why don't you talk to another one? Animals are routinely subjected to inhumane treatment. Oh, come on.
Whatever. Pixar didn't happen.
It's right to walk around with the power to murder at any moment.
That is disturbing. I don't want to be murdered. What can I do?
Well, don't look inside my work clothes and see the 45 I'm carrying with me. Nope. Oh, damn it.
Tempted by the siren song of the door.
It's just right in my way. I just like to think that these guys were just walking along as a squad, humming a little song to themselves, just in the zone, and just bumped into the door. Oh, damn it. Didn't realize that was even there.
It's when you're in the zone that the most danger happens.
It's true. Hey, this line worked with the last mutant. Yeah. Let's give Courtney one to talk to. A mutant of your own to talk to. Aww.
Whatever. I like how you're using the two with the lower issue scores.
I mean, they've got enough to do it, and they need to build them up somehow. Talking to mutants. All right, Maya, you're no. Let's give it to me. I want to save. I want to save. I want to save Maya's powers for somebody who's going to be really tricky to deal with.
Okay.
Nikki, you're up to bat. Let's talk about politics of this guy.
That's someone Courtney could have recruited.
And of course, then the question becomes, where do we draw the line here with that's enough people?
I mean, really, you want to organize 5 meetings per person, right? So, does you have the maximum
Yeah,
spend?
totally
You could
min-max.
do 6 or you could do more. More.
Sure, that's entirely possible.
Build that pyramid up and whatever.
Yes, that's what I want to build my pyramid on, and whatever. Oh, damn it. Hey, friend. Hey, Nikki. Talk to this mutant. Treatment in the labs. Yeah. Keep periodically missing people, but that's okay. Nikki, why don't you talk to this person? And hey, okay, 2 more was good enough. Although, hey, here's more people. Nikki, talk to this mutant in her 50s. Thank you. Yeah, Nikki, do it again. Wow. Extra people. Yeah, we should totally lower pollution, guys. Nobody thinks that we should boycott companies that use sweatshops, though. Maybe I should have rescued those kids. It's alright. If I get 2 more people in the squad and they can walk around with us, we can release all the kids that we want. I'm not enamored of this person. That is pretty interesting. I mean, Rosemary Barnett here has trash agility, but that is an amazing heart score and pretty high charisma and intelligence. Why don't you listen to us for a while? There you go. Nope. You have an intelligence of 10 and charisma of 9 and an agility of 1. So you would be a fine person to, I don't know, write for the Liberal Guardian or something. But you would be a basket weaver. You might be very good at it, but that's okay.
Jasmine Town here.
And all these folks that have pretty good skills but really low agility. It's too bad. If I'm looking for people to fill out this this squad of ne'er-do-wells. You have a strength of 10, charisma of 10. You have some street sense. You could go out and
Ezra's ready for you to give him a flamethrower.
Yeah. Because you've got all the strength. You don't actually have any heavy weapon stuff yet, but aren't flamethrowers a little dangerous? You know what? Why don't you discuss politics with us? I am charmed by your street sense, and
I mean, really, I would have thought that you would casually chat with all of them so that you could increase everyone's persuasion.
Ah. No, I'm going to let this person go too, because it's alright. What else do we have that we can do right now? We can't go back to the AM radio station yet. Can't go back to the Halls of Ultimate Judgment yet. Can't go to the Death Squad HQ because I don't have any clothes for that. What about the Industrial District? The plastic factory is closed down. Fine. We'll go to the garment makers then. That'll be a fun thing to do. I think
your outfits are inappropriate.
They sure are, because people don't wear clothes around here.
You either wear a security guard outfit or nothing.
Alright, I guess we know enough about polls right now. Some people respect us. That's nice. Not a lot, but some. You're going to take some persuading, are you? Although, shoot. Like, when you have somebody with a 19 skill to start with, that just seems amazing, but at the same time, what are you going to do with 19 heart? Get a guitar and convert people to liberalism?
You could have them play street music.
Yeah, that's... Alright, keep talking. Why not? You will take a lot of persuading, but go ahead. We'll see if you do it. You did it! Alright guys, get naked. And you guys are going to have to leave the guns behind. Because if a naked guy walking around with a handgun just shows up, they're going to get suspicious. And I guess I don't blame them. Let's go to the garment makers just to do stuff. It's not necessarily getting us extra juice, but it is getting us a little bit more attention, getting a little bit more attention put onto these causes. Yeah. And we get some more of that great thread that we can then use to have more outfits get put together for us. That'd be good. I'm okay. Nobody's here getting things. It's fine.
Yeah, just collecting this fine cloth to make all sorts of crazy cool body armor outfits and maybe some death squad uniforms.
I mean, eventually I would like to get there, sure. Or at least be able to make some, Yeah, just be able to make some uniforms so that I could sneak around Death Squad HQ. That seems like a good use of my time. Plus, aren't Death Squad uniforms the kind of thing that if I were a person that got over my fear of kidnapping people, would be a useful costume to have when trying to mess with people?
Yes.
Yeah. People get thrown off when they see a Death Squad officer interrogating them. Now, of course, I'm walking around here getting so much stuff that if I keep doing this, the place will probably close down.
The Death Squad outfit provides the highest base power bonus to interrogation of any outfit in the game. It is a fun note, though, that bondage gear provides a bonus to assaulting and also has a high base power as well.
So for folks at home keeping tabs, the number of times that Grimith has had the opportunity to say, it is an interesting note, though, that bondage gear.
Well, you brought up bondage gear, so I decided to tell you more about bondage gear.
I asked for it, is what you're telling me.
Yes. You brought this upon yourself and upon the viewers. Death Squad uniforms have a base power of 8. Bondage gear has a base power of 6. But bondage gear has an assault bonus and a drug bonus of 4. Along with professionalism of 1 and stealth of 1.
Alright, guys. We now pretty much know what the garment manufacturers looks like, right? Done it all. Now it's going to get shut down. So I hoped you liked looking at it, because no more.
Perhaps there will be something more entertaining than a closed down garment makers.
Ooh. There was equipment in this door jam. Alright.
What's behind this door? All right. You said you thought you was done with the puzzle.
I did say I thought that, but turns out I wasn't. You already have a music skill of 4. You're going to learn so much more. And you have a shank. Congratulations. You also have a music skill already. Boy, with your music and charisma, like you could be the mutant pop star of the liberal crime squad. Let's keep talking. Sure. Elsia strikes. Okay. We've gathered a lot of equipment here. Let's quick take a look and see. Yes, Plastic Factory is now closed down. So I'm doing too much there. How hard would it be to get expensive suits? Because expensive suits would cost, like, unexpensive suit would cost almost all of my money right now if I were to go and buy it.
Well, yes, like those would be the sorts of clothes with your current finances that you would make. Or tempted.
Although that said, right now, let me take a look at everybody's skills here, because Sally is teaching everybody about persuasion, and at this point, I feel like everybody has already learned as much about persuasion as Sally knows.
You can stop the teaching caravan, but you do have new people that will be coming in soon. Oh!
Toot toot. I guess I could always fire it back up again.
Well, learning never ends.
Let's take a look. Yeah, nope, your juice is just going to stay right there, isn't it? Well, not unless I get more people to come in and start saying, you know, and doing illegal things.
It's those other 2 people that have big zeros. They're really weighing it down.
Yeah, it's a shame. They're a real letdown to the team. It's okay. And I think everybody is probably, yeah. Wait, Pedro, what are you teaching people? Oh, you're teaching people even more persuasion. Although I think at this point people probably already know as much about persuasion from you as they're going to learn too, right? Because you can only teach people up to 1 point less than you know, right?
That sounds like a question for a wiki.
I think that's a thing that I read somewhere before. Yeah, okay, so you guys are pretty well already.
Pedro also doesn't have much in the way of teaching skill. Like.
Yeah. Tell you what, Sally, I'm going to activate you to do something slightly different. Sally, why don't you procure stuff? Make some clothes. Making a black suit would be nearly impossible, but it's only $60. That's unusual. It is impossible for us to make an expensive dress right now. That's a shame.
You can train on things that are above average or hard.
Yeah. Like,
police uniforms.
Yeah, like police uniforms. I could make some police uniforms. Or, let's see, how hard is a death squad uniform right now? Death squad uniform is hard. We go hard all day, all night. Let's see. Police uniform would be above average, so you'd still learn some things. You wouldn't waste a whole ton of cloth. Yeah, go for it. In theory, those will also still be useful even after the death squads get rebranded.
You could prevent her from wasting the fine cloth by just moving it to the homeless shelter.
That's true. I could move her to the homeless shelter.
Yeah, you could disperse the groups again.
Well, just her. She's her own group. I could have her go to the.
Right, you can disperse the groups again. Like
yes.
What I said was
one group dispersed to another
you
locale.
have her in her own group. So.
I could not disperse. Yeah, all of the. Let's see. Let's review. Where is all the cloth right now? Literally everything is at the pet store. All right. So if I just send you off, sequester yourself in the homeless shelter of infinite woe.
Of Betty Ross.
Yeah. So you go forth to the homeless shelter safe house, and you guys. You'll probably want to get some clothes on again, but let's see where you could go to. There's not a lot you could do.
Excuse me, not Betty Ross, Betsy Ross.
Okay. No, that's a fair point. You could go to the corporate HQ if I put some suits on you. You could get some stuff there for money. Actually, while you guys are naked, why don't you go sell some stuff? That makes sense. You are there to safe house.
Troublemakers had to walk because Sally Baker also has control over that car.
Sally Baker's like, that's my fucking car. All right, let's sell something. Let's sell selectively. 15 of those, 5 of those, 18 of them, 10 of them, 22 of these. Nope. I'm keeping my documents. Alright, 4,400 added to the funds. Tabitha's still searching polls, damn it. I swear I'm paying attention. It's not that it's getting late. Oh, Ezra Blanchard feels something needs to be done. Well, I value your opinion.
You'll have to set Sally Baker again to do the tailoring.
Yeah. So, why don't you do that? Recruitment, acquisition, make clothes, make police uniforms, And Tabitha, what can you do? Because this searching the opinion polls thing is getting to be a little silly. Although you do have good computer skills now. Reasonably good computer skills. You also have good business sense.
She has the business from soliciting donations.
Yeah. Okay. And you have a reasonable writing skill, though your intelligence is not that high. It would cap out fairly early.
She would need the juice.
She would need the juice if she was going to get any smarter. Let's go ahead and have you go back to legal fundraising and soliciting donations, because you could get persuasion of 10. Wouldn't that be sweet? I know. She wouldn't have that much she could do with it, but it would be something. Pedro. Nah, you know what? You guys keep doing what you're doing. Let's take a quick look downtown. Oh, that's right. I was going to put you guys into suits again. Or cheap dresses, I should say. And yeah. Guys that can have guns, go ahead and have guns. It'll be okay. Hopefully you'll never have to use them. But let's go to the corporate HQ. And we did not shut this place down, so it should look largely the same. So we're just gonna walk our way as far into it as we can, see what we can discover. Hey guys. Yeah, unlock the door. I think if we do break into this safe that is right here, there are interesting files inside, and nobody's actually alarmed yet. Because it's just a safe. There's no alarm or anything on it. It was literally just put in a combination.
No one would rat you out. No, everything's good.
We just turned a little. Alright, so now people are panicked. And as such, I am panicked, because of course I'm very sensitive to other people's emotions.
He is.
So let's head for the door here. Things are looking nice. Sally Baker wasted the materials for a police uniform. Come on, Sally. Get your head in the game. Rosemary Barney is ready to fight for the liberal cause with all that freaking heart. Go ahead and join. Sure. You're ready to get started. Why don't you go to the pet store and be a regular member? You're also ready to fight for the liberal cause. Also join as a full member. Those people just entered, and now they are going to learn all kinds of new skills from Pedro and Valeria. Yay! But in the meantime, let's have Rosemary go out and play street music. Now, if I equipped her with a guitar, I guess she would be more effective at that.
She would be.
But I'd have to go buy a guitar, and I'd have to put her into a squad to equip her with it. Which I guess isn't the end of the world.
If only you'd had the foresight to pick one up when you went to the pawn shop.
It's true, I lack foresight. I'm not a visionary. Which does seem like it would be a failing in terms of somebody that is trying to start a revolution. But let's go ahead and do some legal fundraising. Play that funky music, Barney. And Ezra, let's take a quick just look at you in general. Ezra, you got charisma, you got strength. What could you be doing for us? You got street sense. You could go out and you don't have any business, but you do have a small amount of street sense. if we were going to experiment with somebody...
Is it going to happen?
I don't know.
The idea that he suggested? Will it come to pass?
Is it by he, do you mean that I? And I, in this case, being you? You could sell... sell special adult brownies that open magical shimmering doorways to the adamantium pits. Well, there you go. We'll see what happens. And, we'll at least do one more round so that we can see how well the brownie business goes for her. And let's go for it to stop evil. Let's just take a look at everything that's out here. Death Squad HQ is still there. Cable news station's still there. We don't have fancy enough clothing to get in there yet. Plastic Factory is open again, but it is high security. It's a shame. We could put on some lab coats and go bust some cages. Bunny cages, probably. Not necessarily mutant monster cages. That would be dangerous. Let's equip the squad. Not Sally Baker. Let's equip this squad. Where are the
squad of 4?
Yes.
Rolling as it always does.
That's all it needs to be. Enclosed. Damn it! Alright. And let's wait around. You wasted the materials. Oh, I didn't have you guys actually go forth and do that. But, okay. That's fine. It's only a day. They spent a long time staring at themselves in the mirror in their lab coats and imagining what could have been. If only I'd stayed in school. Let's go to the cosmetics factory. Yay! Hello. We're just here. I'm gonna break their rustic cage. Alright. Everybody get out. Flee, bunny rabbits, you're free. Now, be careful when you're crossing the road. Jeez. A lot of bunny rabbits in my neighborhood.
We don't talk about the aftermath of what happens whenever you set these animals free.
Well, jeez, there's a lot of rabbits in a lot of bunny rabbits, wild, like wild hares running around in my neighborhood, and they are not
sure
the smartest.
95% of them get scooped up and put back in the cages again.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's entirely likely.
So, like, all of you are walking out, like, smuggling dozens of bunnies, like, beneath the lab coats.
Aw, that's a cute vision, though, right, guys? Just think about if we were doing that.
Is that a horde of bunnies in your coat, or you have... Oh, that is a horde of bunnies. Got it.
Yeah. Or just morbidly obese in a really lumpy way. Damn, a lot of cages here. One could almost say wow. Alright, that's enough liberating of rabbits for right now. I mean, there's more, but...
Oh, wait. Call now.
We only need to do so much. Oh, wasted these materials. God. What are we even doing with our lives? Alright, guys. Why don't you guys go forth to stop evil? And, yeah, talk to some mutants. See if there are any more interesting mutants to be found at the crack house. Hey, there's one. Hey, buddy. Why don't you talk to Logan? He's pretty good at this. Something's got to be done.
Zooks, you are pretty good at this.
I know what I'm doing, for sure. I'm looking forward to the point in time. Nothing against mutants as a character class in this game, but just the point in time where I can conceivably run into people other than mutants that might have high stats that I would be especially interested in
I mean,
recruiting.
If you manned that liberal Guardian and you kept pounding the AM radio station and pounded this cable news station as well,
yeah, I mean, we're working.
That would convert people to liberalism, and then you could find more moderate and liberal names out there.
I mean, it's all a process. We can't do it all in a day.
The process of walking past mutants.
Yeah. You know what? Logan, why don't you talk to this gang member? What kind of guns does he have? So, oh yeah, I guess we could choose a different buyer, but it doesn't really matter. Look at the liberal guns. What kind of guns do you have? Those are expensive. I feel like I could just acquire guns later.
You can purchase them legally right now.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy them through the gang member.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have to look into it more. I don't feel like, god damn it. I don't feel as though there's that much of a markup from him here and now. I mean, obviously, illegal guns become more expensive as the game progresses.
Well, practically no gun is illegal right now.
Right, but when guns become illegal, they will start to become more expensive when you have to purchase them illegally. But
yeah,
that all makes sense. Talk to, Courtney.
It's like how if drug laws were elite liberal, there's not a whole lot of business for you in your drug selling.
Maya, why don't you talk to this mutant and see if they are not going to go. Okay, they didn't. Good. Great. You, what is your story? Why don't you talk to little Nikki here?
Buy me a drink first.
All right, come by later.
Hey
there. Why don't you also talk to Nikki? I'm pretty sure nobody has 5 mutants at this point. All right. You have 1 scheduled meeting. You have 4 scheduled meetings, Maya, because you're that damn good at your job. Yeah, Courtney doesn't because she is the most rubbish at making friends and influencing people.
Oh my science, she is! We've got to do something about that.
I've got to do something, like help you practice making normal conversation with people.
An abnormal conversation, dear me.
With literally abnormal people.
Wow.
They have mutations.
You don't deserve to be playing this game.
I don't deserve to be playing this game.
Yep. A, you walk past mutants, and B, you called them abnormal people.
I mean, it's just a statement of fact, right? There's more mutants I just walked past. Clearly, we just need to be done with, Sally, quit wasting those materials. Bye. Bye. No. Nope. Nope.
In the code,
in the code, as soon as you call someone, as soon as you call a mutant an abnormal person, they all get rubbish stats.
Sure, we'll go with that instead of what was I actually going to say to carry commentary.
Oh, okay. There's another person with 20 heart and 9 charisma. Well, I mean, can't pick someone up that had even worse stats and not expect this person to want to come along too. No, go away. Alright, Grimith. I'm sorry. What was the exciting thing that you had to tell me about?
The moment is lost since you've passed by the conversations.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go out and find more people to converse with, that's what you're telling me?
Did you literally reject them all?
Well, no. There's one person. There's one person that was kind of special.
Kind of special.
Alright. What else is going on out here? The AM radio station is okay to go to again. Finally.
It was
My-
still
my-
okay.
My favorite place to be. Let's get some cheap dresses on, everybody.
So just about everyone in the game is hard coded to have an attribute cap of 20. Starting off with. The exception of that are mutants. Their attribute caps are set in the code at 50, and they can range anywhere from 1 to 50, and their attribute points that they get are anywhere between 7 and 66. So 7 will flesh out all of the attributes with 1 point, or you could see a glorious descendant of the gods themselves.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody with a default stat above 20. Like 20 is the highest I've ever run into somebody at random. I'd certainly be interested to see somebody with greater skills than that just walking around in the wild. But
ranges like hippies can go up to 15 hearts starting off, for example. Genetic monsters in those cages that you choose not to open can have some high attributes, I think, but they're limited at 20. Conservative crime squad vigilantes, they're limited at 20. Everyone else is except for mutants. Actually, I stand corrected. That's not true. Conservative crime squad officers can go higher than that.
Those are typically the only people that you will find out there with the like heavy ceramic body armor too, right?
Yeah, heavy armor.
Hey guys, thanks for keeping the mic warm.
And I'm
Other
sure their
AM
attributes
radio
would be
shows.
even higher because they would be juiced up as well on top of that.
We might escape. Oh my
You
god.
just might.
Maya, talk to this guy. See ya. Do more talking, everyone.
Blah 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 blah.
The office worker makes a break for it. I don't know why it so amuses me that the squad just walking up and talking as though they are conservative apparently scares the crap out of moderates and liberals.
Well, it upsets the conservatives there, so.
We're cool, guys. Let's
Please
get out of here.
be cool.
Ooh, a first-rate police uniform, and you are ready to fight for the liberal cause. Well, that didn't take that long at all, did it? Join the LCS.
You sound almost disappointed.
Well, this is interesting because I wasn't anticipating having a group of people with like 20 heart, but at this point in time, I'm starting to build a squad of like offensive guitarists that could, in theory, I don't know, go to the halls of ultimate justice, find hanging judges, and attempt to convert them to liberalism through combat. It's a little silly, I guess, but I guess that's how things do work. Let me, alright, I need to activate you so that you can do something. And Ezra is out there doing perfectly good work selling brownies. Nobody's stopping her. Good job, Ezra.
As a matter of fact, Ezra is not wanted for any crimes because no one's caught Ezra selling brownies.
Alright, play that street music because that's where we're gonna want you to be now.
Yeah, play those dumpsters. Makeshift drums.
Play the dumpsters, the giant containers with all of the. All right, let's. Yeah, you have none of those. Have you built any business sense yet? You almost have 1 point of business. That's considering how slow the week has gone, because I'm always sending these guys out to go do things. That's pretty good.
You note that persuasion's also increasing.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's probably because of Pedro.
Damn it, I did it. Wow.
You did. Congratulations. You could always make time go faster.
I could make time go faster, but there is work that the actual criminal crime squad can be out there doing. Although while I'm thinking of it real quick. Nope, heat's still low. That's good. We're not doing anything so shocking that
the AM radio station's gonna impact the issues of the public on a broader scale than you ticky-tack going through the garment makers or the factory or cosmetics or genetics.
It's true. I will grant you that. All right, let's go back one step here. And one more. And it occurs to me it's actually gotten a little... We've been at this for a while, haven't
we? 2 hours?
Yeah.
We started late.
We did start a little late, and my apologies again for that. Just the evening ended up slipping away from the rest of us, but I guess these have been clocking in at about approximately 2.5 hours, give or take. I mean, I'm happy to go a little longer, but I don't want to tie you up all night long if, I don't know, you wanted to nap.
I've proven, Bobo, that I will tell you whenever I'm done with something.
Okay. I wanted to at least make the offer.
I appreciate this thoughtful gesture before the YouTube viewer.
Sure. I mean, what use is a thoughtful gesture without an audience for it?
That's right.
Go to the AM radio station some more. Nope, I'm not doing anything. Aha, got your tablet. It's almost as though they figured out the thing that may potentially trip me up in this whole operation and just... Oh.
Yes, they sure did. A door that Courtney couldn't lockpick.
And lock the door extra hard. You know what? Sunny side, that means that I must have learned something of my security skill.
Does it?
Yeah. When you come across a lock that you can't open, but you tried, you gain some security skill, right? I mean, I thought you gained more doing that than from successfully locking doors. Or unlocking doors. I don't know that there's an option to lock doors in this game. Sally is making good uniforms now. I wonder how many good uniforms we have. Good uniforms. Good. Oh, right. You can't tell. You can't tell amounts from this menu.
You'll need to cycle to her squad and check the inventory there.
Yeah. You have made 2 good ones, but you know what? That's fine. That's a start. We don't need them right away, so let's keep going to the AM.
It's just a stepping stone for her to make the expensive stuff.
That's right. So we can go to cable news. And the issue that we're going to have, of course, is that this is going to cheese off the conservative crime squad. And that, I feel like, is going to be the place where I'm going to get into trouble. But I guess we'll have to cross that bridge whenever we come to it. Guys.
We can choose not to cross the bridge.
Well, I mean, you can just not fight the conservative crime squad. That's true. But
yes, as you start to rack up victories, it's like how in these dark times the LCS is formed. You didn't choose, we didn't start the fire. So in their dark times, they'll come out, and they will influence public opinion through raids.
Taking control of the microphone and go over cases of police brutality. Now, everybody who's working here is still, for the most part, arch conservative. So, I'm guessing we haven't affected public opinion so much that just rando office workers are going to be sympathetic to our cause. So, in that case, I feel like they're not in too much trouble yet. Alright. You got the hang of making these police uniforms now, Sally. Way to go. I know that sounds condescending, but I'm genuinely pleased that she's making good police uniforms. Now, I don't know if a police uniform is good enough to get you into the Death Squad HQ, or if you need an actual Death Squad uniform.
You don't have to have Death Squad uniforms in order to go to Death Squad HQ. Like, you can also have police uniforms. Like, there are police, like, guard units, police officers, and Death Squad folks there at the police station. Those would be acceptable disguises.
Okay. I've never actually gone to Death Squad HQ. I typically have only ever...
I mean, it's a police station.
Yeah, I've only ever gone there when it's the police station. And at that point, obviously, there's no Death Squad people wandering around. So
it's functionally the same, just as Death Squad folks milled about.
Well, that's good, because that's actually a real nice place to pick up equipment if you are looking for weapons, because they'll just have weapons lying around. Let's interrupt the broadcasting. Great radio. Oh, I apparently just decided after I walked up to the mic, I was like, well, let me take that. All right, Maya, why don't you talk to this office worker and talk about how we totally belong?
Right, so something to keep in mind as well is that while there's talk about the dangers the squad represents, how, like, say if you're out on the streets, they'll like grab you and shoot you and they don't arrest you or anything. Their uniforms do not provide anything to armor. Like,
Yeah.
they wield dangerous weapons, sure. They've got some skill and juice in them, but they have no armor.
Oh, the actual Death Squad people.
The Death Squad uniforms have no armor values.
Right, so in theory, if you wanted to fight members of the Death Squad, and you had good enough weapon skills that you thought you would be able to take care of business in a first turn, you wouldn't be in...
You always get the first turn, so...
Yeah.
Like, they don't have any armor protecting them, so they're not as dangerous as some people who do have armor.
Yeah. So, there's that. Hey, that secretary is actually a liberal. Are things starting to actually change in this world? Are we gonna make a change? Alright. Secretary makes a break for it because she can't believe how fooled her coworker was. Yay! That's a lot of police uniforms now. We've got enough for the squad.
Yeah, enough for the squad.
Well, enough for this squad. I'll go ahead and make 6 while she's on a roll.
What is this reality?
That's the name of the save. All right. Damn it. I mean, it's only a day wasted and having to set this thing up again.
I am just waiting for one of these tired mistakes to derail the game.
Oh, okay. Let's recruit. Let's make some clothing. And
by the by, when you go to recruit and acquisition, you can actually have her go recruit too. Well, she doesn't have any open slots, but note that tab that used to be in 4.074, like just for like
making the clothes.
Making clothes,
yeah.
Also has like a recruitment and acquisition theme.
It's pretty interesting.
Less efficient, But if my understanding, according to viewers like Metal Slime Hunt, who are very familiar with that, is that there's no guarantee that the person they'll find to recruit's a liberal. So,
Right. All right. It's
but if you
still
were looking for a
impossible
specific
to make an expensive suit, but now we know that it's still out there. All right. Police body armor would be very hard, but we could make it. I would rather have that than the police uniform. And the police uniform is average difficulty now.
Body armor would probably be where you'd want to start, like, pulling out the cloth.
Yeah, no, it would. And of course, if I get... Yeah, go ahead and make 2 more of the police uniforms. Because if I go to the Death Squad HQ now, and let's do that since we have the clothes for it. Well, as soon as I move the clothes over. Police uniforms, what are you doing being the only thing that's not at the pet stop?
Police uniforms go to pets. Go directly to pets.
Let's wait a day. Oh, you had such a good streak going. Alright, let's... Nope, let's not equip Sally Baker. Let's equip this squad here. And where are those police uniforms? There they are. F1, F2. That's interesting if I just move things around that way. Police uniform, there it is. Alright, everybody has police uniforms now. So, you guys can go to the Death Squad HQ. A few people passing by. Hey guys. Hey, we didn't even do anything against the law, so why would you be upset? You're not upset. Don't be upset. There's a journalist that's just sort of hanging out. Let's go ahead and get our lay of the land here before we step into the station proper. What a weird lobby they have here. Just big old long hall. Getting the tablet, getting the laptop. Death Squad officer. We're cool. Please, let us be cool. Nope, not going to take that while the police officer is standing there.
Just careful and methodical moving while you're in here.
Yeah, we're going to try and not get too crazy. Also, I feel like the locks in here... and maybe this is all just feeling and stuff that I should actually be testing a little more, but I'm under the impression that locks in here are slightly more difficult. So we might actually get some security skill out of them periodically. Uh-oh, people are starting to panic. Well, people are starting to get suspicious, I should say. Oh. Ah, you didn't learn anything.
Note that Courtney's the one picking the locks, not Logan.
Well, he could still learn something by watching her do it. But
right,
yes.
Checking her, or checking him, excuse me. Him. Again, my privileged shitlord patriarchal nature showing itself.
Which, Courtney or Logan? We get this,
Courtney's a guy, Logan's a girl.
That's...
Who knows what pronouns they use, though?
I don't feel like tempting fate there. Seems like it could be a problem. Just opening up cells and letting random people out.
But I mean, Maya could just bluff them all. They would be fooled and depart.
Ooh, first-rate police uniform. Yay. Alright, let's go forth. Again, to the Death Squad HQ. You get very target-focused, apparently. Like, hey, I found a new place that I can go. Let's go there all the time. Alright, so we didn't get anything special from there, but you can get weapons and armor just sort of standing around on the... Oh, I'm not going to do it this time, though. Wait, so what was it? 13.7... Yep, you just leveled up in security. Congratulations, Courtney. Alright, that's 6 police uniforms. You can stop doing that now. Sally, why don't you find something else to do? Keep making clothing. What would be more useful clothing to have? Black dresses are extremely difficult, but are possible. What about black suits? I don't see black suits. Oh, they're there. I just didn't see them. It would be extremely difficult, but it does say that it would be possible. I find it interesting that it would be easier to make an elephant suit than it would be to make a black dress. Alright. What about the next page? Is there anything cool that would be... Well, we can make death squad uniforms now. They are now of above average difficulty. And it might be useful to have one. What is this? That cheap suits are so much more expensive and difficult to make than cheap dresses. And they get you in all the same places. Come on. Alright, let's make a death squad uniform.
Really? Try wearing those dresses into the gentleman's club.
You know I'm scared of facing off against the conservative crime squad. Why would you bring that up? Alright, let's... Alright, we've had some fun in the police station. Let's go back to... Let's go back to doing some more on the AM waves while we have the opportunity. Before they increase their security. You know how they do. Ooh, goodies!
Join Bobo in his eternal lust for goodies this summer.
Hey, I mean, we don't have enough money yet to do all of the cool, like, you know, HQ hacksaws and stuff yet. I mean, I'm just building a nest egg. That's all. Oh, everybody's panicking because I'm building my nest egg. Yay! Okay, I mean, I know you guys are alarmed, but come on, that was such good television. Hey, that was an entire encounter with no conservatives in it. How's about that? Alright, Maya, why don't you talk to this engineer and talk like we're all cool. And we are all cool. Thanks for being all cool, everybody. Maya, get us out of this one too. Bye. Let's talk to this janitor. Try and convince the janitor that we belong. And it worked. Alright. Maya, why don't you do the same? Why don't you do the same as you did? Sure. We made it! Oh, excellent death squad uniform. Good job. First class. Alright. Have we... No. We can still go. Jeez. I mean, I realize this is, in theory, just as illegal as the Liberal Guardian, because we're... Does this count as vandalism or disturbing the... What is this, even? Harmful speech?
You're disturbing the peace, Bobo.
Okay. Courtney? Oh, I guess you disturbed the peace more than... When did you disturb the peace? Did you hit somebody or something? I can't even remember now. That'll be in like the first or second episode.
Bobo's not really here anymore, viewers.
I'm still here. I'm just focused on the game, man. Which is not necessarily the best way to do commentary, but it's where we are in this moment in time. Everything's working out. You've gotten into a position like this before in playing a game, surely, where you were feeling a little tired and a little loopy, but things were going very well. This is exactly that situation you were talking about, where if you have to talk to a security guard, remember that the C and D keys are right next to each other and you don't want to surrender.
Unless you do want to surrender.
Nah. I feel like this is working out for us, this whole bluffing. I'm not going to stop a good thing. Why don't you bluff this janitor? Hey, another first-rate death squad uniform. I am appreciative. Let's go to the AM radio station. It's good times. We are causing so much trouble, and we are getting so much loot. Just coincidentally. Just as an additional bonus to the coming in here and influencing public opinion. Hey guys, we're cool. We're just here to take over your radio station. You guys didn't really care, right?
Well, I'm sure they care about you constantly stealing their shit.
I mean, it's not their shit, it's the office's shit. I mean, I'm not in here taking anybody's, like, photos or anything.
Really, those are all, like, AM radio station issued smartphones and tablets?
Yeah. I mean,
not anyone else's.
I would not be bringing my tablets in there. No, I mean, maybe it's different in AM radio, but in the places that I've worked, they'll give you a tablet so that you can check, what the website looks like on mobile or that sort of thing.
That's some privilege right there.
That's how the arch conservative media machine works. I did not get to keep it when I left. It's not that kind of privilege.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's talk to this old office worker dude and act like we know the place. Because I mean, at this point, this little stretch of it, we definitely know the place. We can probably show them where the restrooms are at this point. That's the real sign that you know a place, right? You know where the restrooms are.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
The real sign is Logan's persuasion being lit up here.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we are still getting better and better at this job, even though we're already good enough at it to do it.
It's just a pity that you're only taking 4 people because you're only upgrading the skills of 4 people instead of 6.
Yeah, but if I started taking newbies around now, Lord knows what would happen. Probably something bad.
Well, that's why you just spend a few days improving their disguise, and then bam, tough acting Tenactin.
And then tough acting Tenactin. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, you're not me.
That is true. I'm not going to fight you on that point.
Good.
You know what? Let's go back a step. I want to see whether or not...
You're certainly causing a lot of ripples in the in the population without having properly fortified your compound.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's take a look. Nobody has noticed us yet. But I suppose you're right. What if we... Wait, where am I looking for? Oh yeah, next location. We're not under siege at the homeless shelter because nothing bad happens there. We got some booby traps, but we could do more. You're right. We have 10 grand now. We could put in
fortify the compound for a siege.
We could fortify the compound and put in some cameras. Hopefully I'm not pissing off anybody that has tanks yet.
Then buy food.
Yeah. Maybe get a generator. Maybe get food first. Get a generator. We can buy a generator and then food. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 days of food. That's a lot of food. Hooray. That's some stuff. Now then.
Yeah, now you can be perfectly safe and swaddled in your comfort for 20 days.
Well, yeah. With the 2 guns that we have to fight off anybody that decides to come get us.
The booby traps.
I mean, if we trap armed folks in booby traps, there's still a reasonable chance that they can still do something. Right? I've definitely been shot at by people that are in booby traps.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee, but you're not just defending yourself with 2 guns. You're misrepresenting the situation.
Oh, how many guns do I have? What kind of hardware have we got?
More to defense than guns. You have the traps. They weaken people and prevent all of them from shooting at you, allowing you to clean up the rest with, say, martial arts, or get some target practice on them.
I'm looking forward to...
And then as you kill these people, you'll get guns and gear to give to everyone else.
That's the part I'm looking forward to. I mean, not the part where we kill everyone, but the part where, in theory, we end up acquiring some guns, and I can just give them to people.
Or you can purchase them all legally.
Sure. Or we can steal them. No one has to die for us to get guns.
Really? Because the way it's going to be video 13 before that.
Industrial pollution, the best hour of radio. It's fine. Why don't you bluff? There we go. Bye. Wow, there weren't even that many people in there. Alright. How many death squad uniforms have you made? You have made 4. Okay. Keep making them. They're still not actually... Oh, we're almost done with the month of September.
Those will count as partial disguises with how current laws are in, like, say, apartment buildings, like condos, if you break into those.
Would the same count for police uniforms or just death squad?
Don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. Something I could always experiment with later in attempting to get people disguise skill, like attempting to get raw recruits disguise skill and well, while I'm thinking about that, why don't we... I was going to go to the co-op, wasn't I? Yeah. I was going to go to the University District and go to the co-op just to see what people were like in here now. Well, that's a bunch of college students and hippies. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Alright. So, maybe not everybody is... Oh, hey, I'm mutant. How you doing, friend? First, let me see. Everybody has more room for recruits. Courtney, you have the most room, but everybody has some room. Logan, why don't you talk to this mutant about politics? I mean, the not all their mutants also need to come and get their,
Not all their Bobo walking past the not all their mutants.
Not all their... I'm not sure how I would diagram that sentence.
Don't.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to if I'm not entirely certain how. That's not stopping me from playing this game, but it's only a game. Logan, talk to this mutant in his 20s. He's a dude. We gotta do something.
My science.
You're right.
I am a dude. You're right. A liberal judge, goodbye.
It's okay. There'll be others. Probably. Something must be done.
Anymore.
Aw, it's the sad and bad end.
It's just a relationship path lock.
But yes, I guess we have confirmed here that pretty much still mostly hippies and
well, yeah,
mutants
that part's not going to change. But
and
you're
liberal
seeing a lot
judges.
more moderate names here.
Yeah, like look at that moderate.
Yeah,
a mathematician, my God.
Mathematician.
I mean, I'm probably not going to recruit a mathematician. I don't have a lot of math needs, but it's pretty cool to see. Thanks for that, mathematician.
Mathematicians are guaranteed to have between 7 and 10 intelligence, up to 2 computer skill, and up to 3 science skill.
I mean, they're not without their skills. I'll go for that. But I don't need any of that just now. There's hey, liberal judge and a mutant. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey guys,
Hey everybody.
it's Bobo the Sleepy Vulture. Hey, I'm looking to recruit people.
Damn. Actually, let me go back one and check. You have a I wanted to see who had a romantic interest because I was interested in dating this liberal judge.
Oh, it's not good enough to use all of those recruit slots that you're not using.
Fine, I'll just talk to him like they're a person.
Yes, with all the amazing dating score you have.
Instead of I mean, 12's not bad. Anyhow, hey there, friend. Let's talk about politics. Things are bad.
Locks, I don't think we can allow things to be bad.
Let's make them better. Heal the world. There's lots we can do.
How do we heal the world?
We make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Ideally, we don't walk past mutants, but sometimes that just happens.
All right. Part of how we do that is not walking past mutants. Got it.
Yeah, that's part of it. Just give them the time of day. Don't just wander. Now, it's perfectly okay that we're walking past all of these other people. Just mutants. Not sure why that is, but that's the rules that have been established here. They may change, but right now, those are the rules.
I mean, in theory, you could go recruit other people.
We could, but right now we're just finding hippies and liberal judges and and that one mathematician.
Why are you targeting these abnormals, as you called them?
I am looking for people that are very agile, and right now I know there are other classes of people that are agile. Black belts often have a high agility score, yoga instructors, dancers, but I'm not seeing any of those folks yet that are of the liberal persuasion.
It's their heart that should matter.
Well, right, their heart score is not high enough. Whatever. Fine. I can't take that kind of rejection. I'm leaving.
I kind of regret agreeing to this too, Angela.
Oh, this liberal judge. You kind of regret this. Well, what if you got a fabulous $50 in props? I regret agreeing to this too, Daniel Lennon. Alright. Hey, good looking. You got a shank on you. Why don't you have some good stuff? Nope.
Would you like a brownie?
Congress is acting on legislation protect human rights from torture. I don't see this going our way. Nope. Okay.
Yes, but note how close that was to going your way.
It was closer.
Obviously, folks who are elite liberal and arch conservative are not going to like sway from their stances because of how committed they are. But folks who are not on an extreme will go, people care about this. They're my constituents.
What's going on in this world? All right, so we found one person with a pretty good set of skills there. Let's find one more. Let's go to the industrial district and we'll go to the crack house because no, you know what? Let's not. Let's go back to the vegan co-op. That's what I was looking for. Or the juice bar. We'll mix it up ever so slightly.
What a bold game player you are to mix it up like this. A nurse?
Yeah.
Bye, nurse.
A barista. Barista! Barista! I'm just curious to see what kind of skills a barista has. We'll talk.
They're not guaranteed to have anything, so
They could have anything.
they have clothes. They'll have between $20 and $50, and they're open to conversation.
Sounds like my kind of night. This table is occupied. Hey, a liberal judge. I'm gonna let Nikki field this one. Why don't you strike up a conversation about politics? Yeah, there's something we could do.
Dear me, Nikki, that's incredible. What a story.
Teenagers, hippies, chefs, a fast food worker, another liberal judge. Okay. I believe if we manage to win over all of these liberal judges, we will have 4, which I believe is roughly the amount you want to have to maybe tilt the courts in your favor if you ever run into that kind of trouble. So now we're just going to find tons of liberal judges. I could have a liberal judge come by and just become a sleeper agent.
You could.
I mean, not a sleeper agent.
Well, a regular agent. Yeah, they would have some law score that they could teach to all of your liberals.
Going back to that whole teaching well. All right.
Well, I am trying to prod you to do things, yes.
Okay. Let's tell you what, Courtney. You're the worst at this. Let's see if you can do it. You can.
It's disturbing that you would talk to me, Courtney. How do I make you stop?
All right, liberal judges, what the hell are you guys doing? A dancer!
Dun, dun, dun.
Hooray! All right, scheduled meeting. You only have one recruit. Yeah, let's talk to this dancer, Logan. Why don't you do it?
Dancers have set on their attributes 10 agility, 10 health, and 4 to 10 strength, with 1 to 2 in art and music.
I'm down with that. Let's strike up a conversation about politics.
Locks, inhumane treatment?
A sculptor. All kinds of interesting walks of life here at the stand.
Everyone likes Jews.
Sure. I mean, a black belt! Da, 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 da. Alright.
Black belts have between 8 to 10 agility, 6 to 10 health, 6 to 10 strength, 4 to 7 hand-to-hand, and 1 to 3 teaching.
So there you go. I could also teach something. Well, that's enough to, in theory, potentially fill up my squad of ne'er-do-wells.
Theory, potentially, possibly, kind of, sort of.
It
maybe, could be.
I don't know. It might happen. And yeah, I'm still walking around here looking at people.
Everyone's a critic.
Sally, what are you doing? Guyla Adamson feels something needs to be done and has a 7 in martial arts.
Ended up on the high end. Woo.
That's a good... Who's a good black belt? Alright, I'm going to spend money on you. There you go. Collection of conservative radio host rants. They happen to be all ours. They just got mislabeled because they were on AM radio.
Oh, the dancer
Percival
here ended,
also. And very charismatic.
Pretty nice strength and charisma and heart. Yeah.
And she knows how to use a knife. And Andy Miyamoto.
Yeah,
he's got agility too. He could be our resident. He could be our resident liberal judge.
Could be.
This liberal judge also has more agility than I would expect.
10 health. Nice. 4 throwing.
You feel something
Rudy
makes
here also has 10 health.
Alright. You're a barista. You have a lot of heart. You have surprisingly high security score for a barista, I guess.
Well, combine that disguise with security, and you can imagine what he's been up to.
I see.
Just on a smaller scale than what you're doing with your people.
All right. I wish you the best in those endeavors, Craig.
Did you just future endeavor the barista?
I just future endeavored the barista. It'll be okay. You're going to take a lot of persuading. What about if I used money? You will also take a lot of persuading. You're going to be worth it, Elmer. Look at your intelligence.
We'll make some glue out of you yet, buddy.
Alright. That was all very useful. I'm just going to wait a day and talk to these people again. You're ready to fight for the liberal cause. Come on board. Get started. Come to the Golgotha pet store. You are also ready to join. Look at you. You're ready to fight for the liberal cause. You're the really agile one. So, I might actually have you stay with us. You accept. You're eager to get started. Why don't you come to the pet store as a regular member? You are ready to fight for the liberal cause. Excellent. Stay at the halls of ultimate justice. You are ready to fight for the liberal cause. Wow. Just took $50.
Yes, look at all this persuasion coming into play that these people have.
You're not ready to join yet. You'll get there.
Soon.
You're interested in learning more. Well, you are the hardest case, seemed like. Alright, let's take a look at these new recruits.
Get that new recruit smell.
Alright. Guyla, you have a really good martial arts skill. I was going to have you join the squad, but I almost just want you to teach martial arts for a while instead. You have the raw materials, but none of the skills yet, so you may as well just join the squad so that we can get a sense of, building you up. Andy here, the liberal judge, you certainly need to teach us all law so that we know what we're doing. And we could go to the halls of ultimate justice and sway some cases. That'd be nice.
Yes, the halls of ultimate judgment could be yours.
They could, if the price is right. And I called them that. Alright, let's activate some people here. Andy, you are going to teach because you know stuff. That's right. Do some activism.
He'll have to hone up his teaching score, but you've got the money. He's got time.
It'll all work out in the end. You have a martial arts skill of 7, so I would also like to have you teach. And I also need to check what Valeria is trying to teach everyone now. I think she was trying to teach people Kung Fu, and she didn't have the skill. She didn't have the skill that Gyula has.
Valeria would not be teaching people Kung Fu with covert ops. computers is probably what you had her teaching.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she could keep teaching computers.
She could to the newbies, or her work could be done.
She could. Well, we've got $3,000, and we haven't actually gone out and. Oh, right. And who else did we just not activate? Let's review real quick.
What statement is that? I don't know how to answer that.
Who was it here that we did not just activate? It was Percival Duel. Okay, so you need to learn things. Let's have you learn things. Also, Ezra, how are you doing? Your street sense is built up ever so slightly, and your business sense is going up. You are probably a reasonable part of what is keeping us afloat right now financially, aside from
you'll be
all the loot that we
at
sell.
At the financial breakdown.
Yeah. Oh, we just had 3 days ago. I really should have looked at that then, huh? Oh well.
Well, you can press R to view assets, and their V to inspect liberal finances. Here's how the month has gone thus far.
Brownies. $220 in brownies so far. Which is...
Just have the one person doing that.
Only have one person doing it. And
in 2 days, October 1st and October the 2nd.
Now, we've had 2 more people start training regimens, but we already had some training going on, and the brownies alone were covering all of the training. So, that's good news. We are losing money on net this month because we haven't sold anything, but of course we've stolen stuff, so we're fine. Now then, Sally, how many death squad uniforms have you made? You've made 5. Okay. That's good to know. Let's review assets and form squads. Troublemakers. Let's put Percival on the squad. Let's equip everybody up. Let's see. Well, you got cheap dresses on. That's fine for what we're about to do, which is...
Note that Percival is not assigned to the vehicle that everyone is assigned to, nominally.
Oh. Jeez, come on, man. Percival, you gotta get in there. Hey. 5. Good. Now we can drive. And yes, having done that, let's do the standard newbie mission for every newbie ever in newbiedom. And go to the apartments.
Okay.
We unlocked a door. Did you see? Oh no, he's not good enough yet.
Well, no, he literally has 0 disguise. Of course he's not good enough.
Wait. And he has it from... Okay, yeah. No, he's building up some. He learned so much just there.
Yes.
Oh, that death squad officer looked at us suspiciously. Oh no. Conservatives are suspicious.
You should probably go now.
The squad acted natural. Oh yeah. Have you leveled up yet? You've leveled up. That's fine. That's enough. Greg, you feel something needs to be done. You're right. So, keep taking this money. You also feel something needs to be done. Wonderful. Let's take a look at our sleepers right now. We have 2 liberal judge sleepers. We only have 1... Oh. I thought I already had a liberal judge sleeper. I must have just talked to a... That's right. I talked to that one liberal judge and got the map for the Halls of Ultimate Justice. But then we broke up. Yeah. Okay. That all makes sense. Alright. Let's do some more of this apartment stuff. Ooh, picked a lock. Did you learn anything? Did you see how that worked? No?
You can see all those percentages of skill points that Percival never used to have thanks to the teaching that's going on.
All right, Percy.
The other points will come much quicker, although Percival's intelligence is a 4, so don't expect Christmas miracles out of security.
Yeah, no, I mean he'll probably never be the one to actually pick any of the locks, but that's okay as long as he knows enough how to get along with us. And hopefully with a disguise of 8, he won't. Great, you're ready to join the liberal cause. Good. Please do, and please do so at the halls of ultimate justice.
Judgment.
Yes, that place. Let's let Elmer join the LCS as a full member. You come along. Come to the Gotha pet store.
Where there's not enough room in your troublemaker squad for everyone.
Well, yeah. I mean, now we've got a black belt that's just going to be teaching everybody for a while. But we let me take a look at our newest raw recruit here. Elmer, what is your story? You don't have any skills to teach everybody, but you've got a lot of sort of raw stat goodness that could be worthwhile here. So why don't you come along with us? And
yes, perhaps this kind of bookkeeping and people management, though, should wait for when Bobo is more attentive.
Possibly. Although, are you saying I'm missing something? Because I'm looking at this here, and I'm thinking that
I'm saying it's 2:20 in the morning, Bobo, and you are slipping, and I'm slipping on you slipping.
Oh, don't slip on us. All right. I do just want to, before I forget, because I was hoping to make Elmer a part of the squad. Good, the squad is full. We actually filled out a squad, everybody. It's only been about 6 hours. It's only been probably more than that, but at least 6 hours, and we did it.
You'll have to do financial juggling to make sure that your economy can sustain itself. You'll have to train up the new people. You'll have to stop Sally from making Death Squad uniforms since you have enough now.
Yeah. Time to find a new and exciting other uniform or piece of clothing for her to work on. But as you say, those are all things probably to be figured out later on. But thanks for joining me. This was, I like to think, good fun, but maybe I'm too loopy.
That's better than anything I could have said.